Hi, this is Raven, and this is the third part in the helicopter training series where we're going to introduce the mouse. So what you want to do now is hit escape, go to options, controls, on the drop down just go to helicopter movement, mine's already there. So what we want to do now is add in the mouse forward, back, left and right if you haven't already done that. If you have just left it how it is by default, then I believe forward and backwards are the wrong way round by default. So forward is mouse down, backward is mouse up. What you want to do is change that so that cyclic forward is mouse up and cyclic backward is mouse down. The reason being, when you push the helicopter cyclic stick forward, it's gonna have the same sort of feeling as pushing the mouse upward, and if you pull the cyclic stick backward, it's going to be like pulling the mouse down. So it's just to help you sort of get on with the helicopter close to real life. Collective raise and lower, we set that last time. Leave it as it is for now, until we complete the series, and then you'll be sort of comfortable and confident enough to have a play and reset these to whatever you want. Notice that I've also got the WSAD because we use that for trim. I'll just cancel out that. Okay, so go ahead and start the helicopter up. Now before we get into turning during flight, I'm going to presume this is the first time you've sort of used the mouse in flying a helicopter after parts 1 and 2. Just repeat the process of part 1 and part 2 so that you get familiar with the mouse. So do a couple of circuits. So I'm just going to lift off. So go forward and back, go left and right. Yeah, and then do yourself a circuit like in part 2. Once you're happy with that, then we're going to go on to the in-flight turns. So to do that, get yourself some height. And the other thing I'll just mention, the resolution on my mouse is currently 5000, which is quite high, but that's just what I'm comfortable with. And that's why the inputs in the helicopter are very sketchy, but I'm sort of used to it. But if you struggle, then lower your resolution. And as a guide, what I'll say is have it as low as you want, as long as you don't have to lift the mouse off. So if you're going right or forward, if you have to go forward, lift your mouse off, go forward, lift your mouse off, then your resolution's too low. So you should be able to control the helicopter within the confines of your mouse pad without lifting off. So I'll let you do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go forward, get some speed. Now the first in-flight turn we're going to look at is just a normal turn. So what we're going to do is we're going to tilt the mouse to the right, and you see we're slowly starting to turn. Now because we're just turning, what's happening is we're losing height. Okay, so we'll just level out again, get a bit more height. So what you have to do is you have to turn again, but this time give yourself a little bit of collective. So increase the power. So we're turning, and the helicopter will naturally want to fall out the sky because we're kind of slowing it down. So give it a little bit of collective, and then we'll maintain height. And it's actually really nice because it's exactly how a helicopter in real life behaves. So we'll level out. Now if you want to do a faster turn, you do exactly the same. So you turn it to the right or left, but this time you push forward, which drops the nose, and you'll actually increase speed, but you'll have to give it more power because you'll fall out the sky quicker. So this is a faster turn. But it also, the quicker you go like this, the bigger your turning circle is going to be. So if you just turn by turning the mouse, that's sort of going to be a medium-sized turning circle. If you turn and push the nose forward, so you go fast, obviously your turning circle is going to be bigger again. Now you can shorten your circle even more by pulling backwards. So if we level out, and I'm going to turn and then pull the stick backwards. Now this is going to really slow it down, but you see how small the turning circle is because I'm pulling the mouse backwards. I keep dropping the nose slightly, that's why I keep maintaining speed. Okay, so there's your 3 in-flight turns. So I'll go through them one more time. So just literally pushing my mouse to the side and keeping it level gives you a medium-sized arc. And then going to the side and pushing forward gives you a bigger turning circle, but you go faster. And then going to the side and pulling backwards gives you a smaller turning circle, but slows you down quite a bit. So if you practice that, and then that will lead up nicely to landing, which I'll cover next, and then I'll cover flight paths, so planning your route, which will come in handy if you're intending to fly for like a milsim unit. Okay, good luck.